All right, let's jump right in with a little mystery for you. Just 4 letters. CPMA. Now, what on earth could that stand for? You might be surprised. And, well, that's exactly where our story kicks off.
So check this out. On one side, you've got the rugged, dusty world of opal mining way out in Australia. And on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have the slick, high-tech world of AI project management. I mean, these two couldn't be more different, right? And yet, somehow, they share that exact same acronym.
So the big question is, how? I mean, really, what could possibly connect a miner covered in dust with a project manager staring at lines of code? That's the puzzle we're going to piece together right now.
Okay, so first things first. To start cracking this case, we're heading deep, and I mean deep, into the Australian outback to find our first CPMAI. Welcome to Coober Pedy, folks. This place is known as the opal capital of the world. And get this, it gets so unbelievably hot here that a lot of people actually live underground in homes they call dugouts. It's a whole community, literally built from the ground down, all for one reason: to find that beautiful national gemstone, the opal.
And this is where we meet our first CPMAI, the Coober Pedy Miners Association Incorporated. You know, their focus is on super practical, real-world stuff. We're talking about things like getting funding to maintain those rough mining roads, running a drill program to find new spots for opals, and even setting up training to get the next generation into the business.
So when you boil it all down, this CPMAI is all about community. It's about collaboration, tackling real physical challenges, and yeah, literally getting your hands dirty to unearth something precious.
And that sense of community, it's powerful. A documentary producer from National Geographic, Paul Ganzak, visited and was just blown away. He said, "If I'd found this place 10 years ago, I'd be here now." That really tells you something, doesn't it? It's a place that just grabs you. So hang on to that thought, that gritty, hands-on, community vibe. All right, time for a complete change of scenery. We're going to shake off all that red dust from the outback and jump headfirst into the, let's say, less dusty world of data, algorithms, and AI. This is our second CPMAI. So you might be asking, why does the world of AI need its own CPMA? Well, it all starts with one pretty shocking number: 80%. That's the estimated failure rate for AI projects. Can you believe that? They don't work as promised, they go way over budget, or they just die on the vine. It's a massive, massive problem. And that's where this other CPMAI comes in. This one stands for Cognitive Project Management for AI. See, it's not a group of people like the Miners Association. No, this is a methodology. It's a structured, step-by-step game plan built to handle all the tricky parts of an AI project and, actually make it succeed. And this whole framework is broken down into 6 main phases. It's pretty logical, actually. You start with really understanding the business problem you're trying to solve. Then you dive into understanding and prepping your data. And honestly, this is usually the make or break part. It's only after all that groundwork that you get to the fun stuff: developing the model, testing it out, and finally, getting it out there and working in the real world. It's all about having a disciplined plan. So, if the first CPMI was about getting your hands dirty with rocks and soil, this one is all about managing things you can't even see. We're talking about wrangling these massive, massive amounts of data, sticking to a super strict process, and always trying to head off those risks that cause so many projects to fail.
Okay, so we've met our miners in Coober Pedy, and we've met our project managers in the world of AI. I think it's time to finally bring these two worlds together and get to the bottom of this mystery.
And the answer is, well, it's just an absolutely amazing coincidence. But how cool are the parallels when you line them up? You've got one group working in underground dugouts and the other in big data environments. One is using drill rigs and explosives. The other is using algorithms and petabytes of data. They both face these incredibly unique challenges, but at the end of the day, they're both on a treasure hunt. One is looking for precious stones, and the other is looking for valuable patterns in data. It's pretty incredible, right?
So this is more than just a fun piece of trivia. What does a coincidence like this actually reveal? What's the bigger lesson we can take away from all this?
Well, I think it shows us that every specialized field, every little world, creates its own language. It doesn't matter if you're a miner or a data scientist, you come up with acronyms and jargon as a kind of shorthand to talk about what you do every day.
And our world is just so big and complex, it's basically inevitable that every now and then two completely different languages are going to overlap in some really surprising and, frankly, fascinating ways.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Think about it. Every job, every hobby, every community you're part of has its own secret language, its own acronyms just like CPMAI. So it makes you wonder, right? What other hidden worlds, with their own unique tools, their own crazy challenges, and their own amazing treasures, are hiding in plain sight, right there, in the words you use every single day?